Hi guys, this is Gloria, and I'm here with Nick,
Hey.
and I'm going to continue off where I left off, which was setting up the email, and now we're going to actually send an email through Adempiere. So the first thing that we need to do, remember how we generated a model and then created this class. So earlier there was like little bits of code here, so I've deleted that, and then we're gonna, in the description box, I have the code that you're going to use. So just paste this. And something to remember is every time, if your table names are different or if your model is different, then just rename it. Go through everything and just rename everything, which is what I did. I am actually using the code from Kevin's video, and I also linked him down below. So I'm just going to quickly go over a little bit of this code. I don't understand everything, but little bits I do understand. So this is our client, and we put the email address in the client. This is our table that we made, and this is already in Adempiere. This sends to participants, and this is our participants table, and it uses information from participants to send the email. Again, we keep referencing the table, so it's really important. The first time I did this, I had an error whenever I ran it because I had a table called mom status. But see how my table name is mommy? So the table names were different even though they were linked. So when I had originally generated the model, it generated only 4 instead of 5 that it was supposed to. So I had to go back and redo everything, create new tables, which is why it's not mom_mom like it was in maybe the previous videos if I was referring to these tables. So just be consistent with how you name it because it's really sensitive. It's not going to know whenever you had generated the model that even if the names are different, then it's not going to import the table, if that makes any sense. Okay. So this is basically what this code is saying, is that if we alter anything in the minutes of meeting window, then it's going to send an email to anyone who's regarded as a participant, and the participants are the users, which we link through the search widget. So here, that's the user. This is our ID. So this gets the user ID, and we create users in Adempiere. And this is the actual, this part is the actual email. So here it starts with greetings, and it says get name. If you are following someone else's code, it probably says get first name, but I'm trying to send it to a professor, so I don't want it to just say greetings professor and then comma. I want to have the whole name. And this is the actual text of the email. So whatever agenda I had edited in Adempiere, this is what it's going to send. And then this is us signing off. Let's create the email. Our subject is minutes of meeting update. Once again, if you use someone else's code from either Kevin or Caleb, they might have different things. But this is like something that's easy to edit, and it won't create any errors inside the email. And this is it. This is the user ID, and it's private. So I think you have to. So your user ID that you had your email set up, because it's an email address and has a password, that's why it's private, and that's why we had to, like, in the previous video, configure the email. And that's it. So so let me edit something so that I have something to change. I'll say the agenda is now. So I'm going to save this. And now we're going to go into utils._dev and then run it as an ant build. Okay, I'm gonna pause it and I'll come back to you guys. Okay, so the build was successful. It took 9 minutes, 26 seconds, but I see a typo right here, and this is bothering me, and I don't want to send an email, so I'm going to change this to agenda, and, well, if there's anything else I would want to change, I could, because that took almost 10 minutes of my life. Oh! And okay, so I'm going to save this. I feel like there's something wrong with my computer. This is blinking. Do you see that? So I'm going to have to build it again, and I'll let you know when it's done. Okay. Okay, so my build was successful, and now we're going to have to make a new configuration for Adempiere, because I don't think we've done this yet. So under run configurations, here, the main, this is the project. I think it's gonna autofill here, and then here it's org.compiere.Adempiere. And then under arguments, there are no program arguments, and here, they both lead to the same thing. Honestly, if you didn't have this, I don't think it would matter either, because they both go to Adempiere. Both of these things, you can pause the screen and then retype it, or you can copy paste in the description box. Now I'm going to run, and it's important that you run Adempiere through here and not like go and open your C drive, because the code is through Eclipse. Actually, I should exit this first. So this you should have any open Adempiere, you should have it closed. I don't know why it's taking so long. Okay, and login is garden admin, and remember that this is your password for your email. It's no longer garden admin. Garden world, garden world. I don't think your computer would take this long. Okay, I'm going to pause you for a second, and then I'll let you know when it opens up. So it opened up. Go to menu, and now I'm going to, what you can do is you can create a user. I don't know, you can type in user down here, and you can create a new user to, well, we're going to set up like the email address that we want to send to. You could create new, but what I'm going to do, hopefully this works. So under minutes of meeting, so under meeting 3, I have these 2 contacts, and for this one, I think I'm going, so you can right click and zoom, and that opens up the window, and I'm going to change this email address And this is all live, by the way. Right? And save. And then I'm also going to send it to myself just to make sure that it's sent. And I think this is, yeah, okay. Let me see if, I'm just going to add a pin for this one. And you don't need to have the password because obviously you wouldn't have the password of everybody that you're sending emails to. So save that. And now, if I make any edit, so I'm going to change the agenda and I'm going to say, we sent the email, because I'm also sending this to my professor right now. What's something else I could write?
Give us full credit.
Give us 100%. And it's totally appropriate to demand a grade from your professor. So we're going to keep that.
Thanks for a good semester.
Yeah, we should say. And so now I'm going to save this. And it always takes a long time the first time you send it. So I'm going to log out of here because this is the email that we're using to send it from. This computer is so slow. I apologize that this is taking way longer than it would if you had like a normal computer. Okay, so this is the email address that I used to send it to. Okay, so now my email has opened up and here it is. So that's how to send an email. Hopefully it also sent to Professor Rich, which is the other participant. And it sends the same email to all the participants, but it alters the name. So that's pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Have a great summer.
Bye.
Bye.